Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We just had a delicious soup, barley and butternut squash soup. I'll link it. And it's Friday. I think we're going to go out now to the garden centre, maybe walk Roxy, that kind of thing. It's kind of like that weather where it's raining on and off. I have a very exciting package. This is a moment that I am scared and excited at the same time for. I can't quite believe I have this in my hands, and it feels like a little secret package, and it's like a big reveal, because this was something I worked on for so long, and you probably have guessed. It has been sitting here because I have been too nervous to open it and pick up the camera and film it, and I've decided I just need to do it. I'm overthinking it, and one of my phrases that I'm trying to live my life by at the minute is don't think, just do. So we have a little letter, and the washing machine is going off, so we'll have a little soundtrack. Dear Maddie, congratulations on Make It Vegan. She's an absolute stunner. Thank you for being such a dream to work with. I'm so excited for the release date and all of the plans to come. Kate and everyone at Hardy Grant. Kate, you're a gem. She's so sweet. So is everyone at Hardy Grant. I love my publishers, and they have just been such a dream to work with, and they've been so kind and lovely and supportive throughout this whole process. So I just feel, yeah, I feel very lucky to have them as publishers. Oh, honestly, this makes me so nervous. I don't know why. I am getting butterflies, like, I feel like I could cry. I'm already feeling emotional. Why is this so emotional? I don't understand. What's going on? Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared. Why am I scared? Why am I scared? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's embossed. I didn't know whether this was going to happen. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Can you actually believe that this is in my hands? I'm scared to even open it. It's embossed here, so we spoke about this. Because it's like more of a simple font, we spoke about it being embossed, so it's a really nice texture, which I think makes all the difference to books when they feel that little bit more special. So Make It Vegan is raised, and then Madeleine and Olivia is sort of sunken in. And I just love this picture. I love the colour, I love the yellow, and we also made the spine yellow, so that when it's sitting on a shelf, it stands out, because I think most people have their books stored like this, so you can really see the yellow. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. This is insane. The photography. Claire Winfield. Oh look, the sun's come out. Claire Winfield photographed all of the inside. My friend Ali did the cover. I think I spoke to you about this at the time. I've got a video where we actually shot it, so you can go see. And I also have a video of us doing all the food photography. And yeah, we did another shoot for the cover just because I wanted it. I think originally we had the plan to do food on the cover, and then we decided it would be better to do me on the cover. So we got a little shoot done in Cornwall, and I'm so happy with the cover photograph. And oh my gosh, the photography, Claire is just so talented. And the design was done by Studio Polka, Lucy. She also is so talented, like all of the things that I wanted. So just to give you a little, I don't know what I can or can't share with you. So let's find a recipe that I definitely have. Like, let's go to the meatballs, because that's on the cover, so you know that's inside. I want to keep it a secret. I think it's more fun. I don't want to be giving away everything. So oh my gosh, the photography is so gorgeous. This is beautiful. Okay, so we have our black bean meatballs. I'm not going to show you the full recipe. This lighting is really not helping me out. But you see at the top how we've got this little key. So I wanted it to have a key where you can flick through the book and see if it's nut-free, soy-free, gluten-free. And I asked them to be colour-coded, because originally they were just going to be like little notes, so that if you're flicking and you know if you're someone who has a nut allergy or a soy allergy, or if you just prefer to eat gluten-free, whatever it is. Because the thing is, with the years I've been online, I just know that everyone has so many different needs or so many different preferences. And I thought if I was gluten-free and I was flicking through, I'd love to know and stop to see the colour that means it is gluten-free or not. And also there's gluten-free and gluten-free option, because lots of them you can swap out the gluten for something else. And I've tried my hardest to account for that. So if it could have an alternative to nuts, then I've suggested that. I'm just so happy with the layout. There's also, by the way, because lots of people have asked what's in the book, there's also a whole section at the start for kitchen essentials, and it's broken down into ingredients that I always have in my pantry, and then specialist ingredients, so stuff that I guess is a little bit more, you don't need it, but it's fun to have if you're vegan. And then things like the equipment that I would recommend. So there's all these pages so that if you're new to cooking or if you're new to vegan cooking, so this lighting is interesting. Then there is a kind of a little guide there, so you can be like, oh, okay, I don't have one of those. Maybe that's something I could add. I've got a whole section on meal prep, loads of like advice, ideas, things you can do if you want to meal prep. There's also like a whole section on why I went vegan, about me, and yeah, and there's also obviously a lovely index, because I find it frustrating when you can't find things and there's not a proper index. Me and my like team, I suppose, and Hardy Grant just wanted to make sure that everything was covered. I didn't want to miss anything or not think of anyone, because I suppose, yeah, doing what I do, I just hear from so many of you, and it's the most wonderful part of my job that I get to interact with you all so much and have so much feedback and so much information given to me from you. I've learned so much from you, and I've really tried to pour that into this book so that it's just so user-friendly. It's gonna be suitable for if you're vegan, if you're not vegan, if you're a meat eater, if you just like cooking vegan food, if you want to cook more vegan food. I'm really not somebody who's ever going to tell anybody how they should or shouldn't eat. That's a decision entirely up to you. Obviously, as a vegan and as a vegan recipe creator and cook, chef, whatever, I obviously want more people to eat vegan food and cook with vegan food, and that is my point of view. So I've made it as easy and accessible as possible. That is my goal. I'm not alienating any of you. So if you eat meat every single day, but you just want to try and have a vegan meal in there somewhere, then I'm all for it. I want you to try more vegan alternatives and think of them as additions rather than taking things away. I just don't love the mentality that's been going around for so long with veganism, that it's about restriction and about removing things. I think if we viewed it as something that you can add more vegetables, add more plants, eat more vegan meals, then you just have a different mentality. I mentioned it in another vlog where I was making this tofu ragu rigatoni, and I was saying, you know, even if you regularly have ragu or bolognese with meat, don't think of it as like, oh, you're swapping it out and you have to eat this instead. Think of it as, oh, this is a different version I've not tried before, and I could give it a go, and it's just different, but it's inspired by a bolognese or a ragu, but why not give it a go with tofu and see how I like it? And yeah, that's kind of like my whole philosophy, my whole idea with this book. I'm going to move over to this side of the kitchen because I think this lighting isn't going to go. That's better. Hopefully you can actually see it better now. Yeah, that's the kind of the whole ethos. It's accessible. Gone are the days where we are going to be exclusive about veganism and try and tell people that they have to eat a certain way, because that only gets people in trouble in terms of having a bad relationship with food or feeling like they're cutting things out when they want to enjoy their life. And I have gained so much enjoyment from cooking new foods, and honestly, it's endless the things that I can make. You'd think after the amount of time I've been doing this that I'd run out of recipes or run out of ways to cook things in new ways, and I just never do, because it's endless. And I just hope you love it as much as I do. I'm gonna give it a little flick. We've made it really colourful. All of the sections have these beautiful colours, and we've got our delicious chocolate cake, which honestly, this is the best chocolate cake ever. And this aubergine dish, which, oh my gosh, look how beautiful. This is one of my favourite photographs of the whole shoot. That recipe is seriously, seriously yummy. And yeah, I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so proud of like everyone who worked on the book. And I'm so grateful for all of you who followed me for all these years to make this happen, because you probably know that this was my dream for the longest time. And that's probably why I was so nervous to open it. But if you haven't already pre-ordered, then go and pre-order my debut cookbook, Make It Vegan. It means the world to me if you pre-order, because it makes a massive difference to the success of the book ahead of release. It means that supermarkets and different retailers will take more interest in the book and want to stock it. And if we want to spread the vegan message and, you know, get this being accessible, cooking from scratch, eating more plants, then we want it to be available to everybody. And yeah, just beyond that, it would be a great way to support me if you have been a follower of mine or you've watched my videos for a long time. It's the best way to support me through this journey and this experience of writing a cookbook, because I put my all into it. So yeah, if you do pre-order, it means the world, and thank you to everyone who has already pre-ordered. It means the world. It is like the biggest way you can, yeah, show me love, and I thank you so much for that, because it's just, yeah, it's so lovely. And beyond that, you're gonna get a great cookbook, and every recipe has a photograph. That was a key. We wanted every recipe to have a picture, because when a recipe doesn't have a picture, I just don't bother to make it. Ah, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. We're off out, and I have got my fleece back on. Do you know how happy this makes me? It's fleece leather. It's 16 degrees, it's not that cold. You've got a t-shirt on. And the aircon, I'm hot. This is why it's cold.
What are you doing? No, we need air.
It's cold.
I'll just turn the air conditioner off and put the temperature up. You can go from one extreme to the other.
I'm very happy that I can put my fleece on. This is my fleece from Finisterre that I got last year. So we're at the garden centre for this, Cotswold stone, to fill up the beds, which I actually did at the weekend, didn't show you, so I'll show you that later. So I think I'm gonna get quite a few bags just so we have them. So I think I'm gonna get 3. And then we need topsoil. Oh no, there's not very much of it. Oh no. I've never seen it like that before. Someone's come and cleared it out. Shoot. I was just asking Alex if he likes my outfit. No. Because they look like trousers rather than dungarees, and he said I would never wear like patterned trousers like this. It's very much an outfit where I've shoved everything on and nothing matches. Although actually maybe it'd be useful. Look at all the lovely pots they've got. So, want one kind of like that. That's a bit different. Yeah, I think it was the same range of pots that we've got, but it's smaller. So they've got all these lovely terracotta pots here. But we want a matching one for the other side. If I was left Alex to his own devices.
Which one? Oh look, little Zeus.
Oh my gosh.
We can get 2. Which one? You pick one, I pick one.
Do you know what? I would love a massive one, but because I feel like because our patio is so huge, you could do with some really big plants, but maybe next year. We have secured the goods. We've got our topsoil and gravel, and we also picked up a few tulip and daffodil bulbs. The daffodil's like an orange kind of daffodil, and then some orangey tulips for Frankie. We buried him beneath one of our apple trees when he died, and we thought it would be lovely to plant some orange coloured, yellow coloured flowers, because already daffodils grow underneath the tree there. And we thought if we added to it, it can be just like a memory of Frankie, which will be really lovely. And I don't know, like, because he's been buried there, I feel like he can become part of nature and become part of the daffodils every year. Like, it makes me almost want to cry, but that's how I'll see it. I'll see him in those flowers. And yeah, so hopefully they will do okay. I will do a bit of research, because the only concern I have is that they won't do very well in the shade, but daffodils do okay because there are already daffodils there.
Yeah.
And we need to come back for more topsoil because they'd run out, but I have my gravel and I'll show you what we did. My dad came over and we planted behind the sleeper sofa, which has been something that we've been meaning to do for so long. And I didn't record it because I'm trying to not record everything of my life. Like, sometimes I can just have a weekend where I don't film. But it was a really fun little project, which actually I've been putting off, and it didn't take very long at all. So it's a good reminder. It took an afternoon for me and my dad to do it, and it looks so good and it looks so neat and tidy, and I'm so happy with it. That was a very windy and slightly cold walk, but it's 3:25, so we're going to go to the brewery in Hale because I fancy a drink. I invited my family to go have a drink to celebrate my book, having the book, so we're going to go for a glass of wine. You're going to have a pint. Do they do wine there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They do Aperol Spritz. They do something else nice, I've forgotten.
They sometimes have food.
They will have food out. Yeah, they might even have pizza there.
I need to edit my video.
Oh, okay, we're just wondering.
It's okay, it doesn't matter. I can just do it when I get home. Where did you find that?
My pocket.
Oh, I didn't know you had it. I was filming on my phone.
No, it was.
We just had a delicious pizza from Flower Power at the St Ives Brewery. Highly recommend. Are they here every Friday?
Usually.
They do. They have a full vegan menu, FYI. Really, really good. Guess what?
What?
It's Snow Fairy season! Oh, Lush sent me a massive box of stuff.
Oh yeah?
I'm so excited. There's a whole box of Snow Fairy things.
Oh yeah?
I'll show you. They sent me a kilogram bubble bar. I have a bath every week, maybe 2 sometimes.
Right?
The dream. It smells so good. I have bought so many different bubble baths. Nothing beats Lush. Nothing. Nothing. Good morning from a dark and gloomy England. I always get shocked every year, I think a lot of us do, with how quickly the mornings and the evenings draw in. Like, I'm still not used to waking up in the dark and it taking like an hour to get light. It's horrible. Today we are going to do a shoot, like a promo shoot for my book. I took you on our cover shoot for the book a few months ago, and I'm going back to Ali's because we came up with this really fun idea, basically, to capture the book, which I obviously now have. Where is it? I think it's in my bag. Capture the book and recreate the cover. So if you haven't seen the video, I will link it below. Go watch it it'll be on like Instagram and Shorts and TikTok. But I just thought it'd be really fun to sort of zoom out from the book and show the recipe on the cover, which is a meatball recipe. and I've cooked it, so it won't be like a recipe video showing you how to make it. However, it's going to be a cool, fun kind of idea. So I'm going to get packed up. I've done my hair and makeup. I feel very glam for this time of the morning. My hair is a bit wet still. It's kind of like that awkward when you diffuse your hair and you've got a lot of product in it, so it still looks kind of like it's not settled in. So hopefully it will settle with us by the time I get to Ali's. And I'm just going to quickly make myself some breakfast. Or, well, I will. I will make myself some breakfast. And I was debating whether I should take breakfast with me and just get out of the house so I'm on my way, because I had my first fail of the 30 days of vegan so far. So every day it's all worked out fine. The recipes have been great. And yesterday I tried to make a pumpkin bread and it went so wrong. Let me show you. It tastes fine, but look how flat it is. It is too dense in the middle. So this happens, you know, you try a new recipe. It was one that I'd written up and it didn't work. And that's more common with baking because obviously it's kind of like a science. So that's the first fail. I thought there would be one. So I'm trying to get to Ali's earlier so we can finish the shoot up so I can come home and I need to reshoot a different recipe video. I'm dedicated to this cause. It also is motivating because it means we can hopefully get all the shots we need from today and book in for the next shoot, and over the coming months sort of piece this video together. I'm so excited to do this. Like, it's a fun thing to do actually, to like piece together like a promo video to build up excitement for it. It's a fun thing doing all this kind of behind the scenes marketing. It gives me something to like motivate to create content for you and make videos and recipes and stuff. It's a very enjoyable process. It's making me begin to think that this is my calling, to write cookbooks and all the in between. Anyway, let's go. Ignore me, I'm vlogging. I'll try not to get you in it. So we're just doing the meatballs. Ali is just gaffer taping the camera because it's going like we fried up the meatballs, we're heating up the sauce and we're getting all those juicy shots, and then we're going to add the spaghetti and try and recreate the book cover. So this is where we shot it. I'll link the video. So this is where we shot it. So we're just going to I'm going to wear the same outfit, sit on the same chair and try and recreate that. So we have like a zoom out, so like it starts like this and you zoom out and there I am. That's the idea anyway, and hopefully it'll work. And yeah, then we're gonna get extra stuff for the other video. So we're making probably 2 or 3 I'll probably make out of all these shots that we get, not just from today but other days too. But it's just your boobies. Your boobs. Okay. Right, I'm in the outfit that I'm in on the cover, and we've got the setup. I've got my trousers on because I'm cold. The idea we have is holding the book, pulling away, and then it's me on the cover. So we'll give it a go and we can play around with it and see how it works.
You call me Cockney.
Huh?
When you started the video, you were like Cockney.
What was I saying?
You say yeah.
Evie, I love probing silly.
Here we go. So
Here we go. We think we've nailed the zoom in shot, and now we're going to get an overhead flick through the book onto the page for the meatballs, which in the book are actually served differently. So you can have it with spaghetti or you can have it in a sub. That's how we photographed it in the book, which we thought would be fun for the cover to do a different version of it. And yeah, we're gonna try and get an overhead shot, kind of like this. I'll show you the photograph on the inside, which is, we chose this obviously because it's quite fun to have something like spaghetti to eat. It looks good for a cover. We did shoot loads of recipes. Was it 3 or 4? We did the tofu satay curry, the meatballs, and the aubergine, and got loads of different sort of covers and colours. But this one we just thought was the most fun with the spaghetti, and then it's quite nice to have like the meatballs because obviously they're a vegan version. So yeah, they have disintegrated a little bit because they've been soaking in cold sauce for a long time. Good morning. It's the next day or 2 days, I don't even know. I have this really bad habit of not finishing vlogs, and it's something I've put on my list to be better at. I guess it's my personality. I'll vlog for a couple days and then I won't vlog for 3 days and I forget, and I need to just be vlogging. Generally I get more into the swing of it that way, but we did the shoot and it went really well, and hopefully you can see the video now. It was really exciting to do and to capture, and I hope you enjoyed coming along. But I'm gonna end the video because I forgot to do it the other day, and I'm about to start a new vlog, so subscribe and stay tuned for the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to pre-order my cookbook if you're interested, and if you want all of my lovely cookbook recipes in one place. And thank you so much to those of you who do pre-order or have pre-ordered. Slight reminder that the giveaway that I announced when I shared the cover reveal for signed copies, you can still enter for I'm just getting this out really badly, but you can still enter for that. I'll leave the information down below, or you can go over to Instagram and leave a comment and you get the chance of winning a signed copy, so that's exciting. But I'm heading off now, starting a new vlog. I'll see you in the next one.